Okay, welcome back to a new stream. I will be setting up some things and then I can begin building. Um, I will start off with the camera. So let's see. There. All right. There. Okay. I have made a new system for the camera, but I haven't made the mount for the camera itself yet. So I need to stick it on with some tape. Let's see if that all will hold right there. I have also bought a new microphone, so I will be looking if the sound is okay. And let's see. Let's open YouTube, the channel, and let's see. Let's first look at this one. Alright, that one is working properly. And now for the other one. That one is also working. Now for the chat. And let's see. Need that one. That one is working. Alright, now the other one. That one is also working. Okay. Then we can start setting up the rest. Like the new microphone. And let's see. The other camera. I will also be filming this live stream with another camera, so we can make a video about the set after the stream. Let's see, there it is. Okay. Uh, there we go. Yes, okay. I also have some people working in the garden right now with a large excavator, so you could hear some sounds coming from outside, but that's just the heavy machinery that they are using. Let's see, this camera is set up properly. Let's stick in the battery. There we go. Okay. Well, I think we can begin with the set. The set has 8 bags in total. We have some loose tires in the box, 4 of them, and the bucket. We also have 1 sticker sheet and 1 booklet. So let's sort all of this out. 2, 7, 6, 4. We also have a unnumbered bag with the rims and some tube pieces. And let's see. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, those are in place. Then we have the bigger part and go there. The unnumbered bag and the sticker sheet. There we go. Okay. Alright. Yes. Okay. I'll be checking if the microphone is not too loud. Let's see. I believe it's good enough like this. Okay. And then we can begin the building process. I will also be putting on some music. Alright, that one is working. Let's see. Then we can begin with the building itself. So we start off with bag number 1. And we have some modified beams. Oh. Let's first set up the other camera for the time lapse. There we go. Alright. And inside this bag we have a smaller bag. There we go. Okay, and this phone can go inside the box. Okay, and then we can begin with the building. So we start off with a half beam, another pin, there we go, and one more. Then we have another half beam there, two pins, 1 and 2, a blue pin there, then we get a L-shaped beam and a blue pin and another pin, there we go, another half beam there, and one on top. Then we add two more blue pins, 1 and 2, and let's see that piece right there. Alright, let's see, I will be moving the microphone so it doesn't pick up the music, because I just put off the music on my end so it wouldn't go over the microphone, but then I don't hear the music, and I don't know if a what do you call it, a less fun song is on to listen to than otherwise. So let's see this one. I will just be unplugging the microphone. Right? I believe that one is working. So now we can continue, and now I hear the music too, so that way I can skip a song if it's at least less fun to look at in the live stream. We are starting, we've added the two half beams. Now we have a universal joint, a 6 long axle and a 3 long axle. There we go. Okay. Then we have a axle spacer. There we go. Yes, that one is in place. Another frame piece, 1, 2 pins, and this one goes on the opposite side. There we go, and there. So that one is also in place. Then we get a smaller panel. There goes a piece. We got it. Okay. Let's see. There it is. Okay. Then we add another axle. This one goes through the panel and has a axle spacer on the other end. Then we have another universal joint. There we go. And there it is. Okay. Another panel on the opposite side. 1, 2 pins. And there we go. Then we need a 5 long axle and another axle spacer. There we go. And there. Then we have a modified L-shaped beam in white. Interesting color. Haven't seen that one before, I think. And this one goes in the middle and connects to one part of the frame, and we add another L-shaped beam on the opposite side. There we go. Then we have 2 more light gray pins on the bottom part. There we go, 1, 2, and 2 pins. There goes 1 and 1 on the opposite side. There we go. Then we turn the assembly one time around, and we add another universal joint with a blue gear, a 3 long axle on the other end, and this one can connect to the top. There we go. Then we have another half beam and some 90-degree axles. There we go. That's one, and there's number 2. There we go. And another one there. Then we have 2 more pins. 1, 2. And a axle. There we go. And this one goes on top. There. Then we have another half beam with 2 more pins. 1, 2. There we go. Another half beam. 2 more pins. 1 there and 1 more. There we go. We turn this one around. Another pin in the middle and another beam right there. Now we can add this one to the top, and there we go. Then we have 2 more pins with ball joints. 1, 2. A axle spacer on top, and a 9 long modified beam. There we go. one there, and another pin on the side, and a bash pin on top. There we go. And we turn this assembly around, and this one goes there. Now the same thing once more. A pin there, another pin, and a bash pin on the side. There we go. And now we add these pieces to one side there. Alright, then we have another modified beam, but this time on the side of the assembly. Let's see, there we go. And then we have a 5 long axle and a axle spacer there. 3 more pins, 1, 2 and 3. A yellow pin on the side with another pin, and there we go. And this assembly can go on the sides. Then one more, another 9 long beam, modified beam, and a axle with a axle spacer. There we go. Yellow pin and some more pins, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, that one is in place and can be attached right there. And with that, bag 1 is finished. And now I will be filming a section with the other camera. There we go. So now bag 1 is finished, and we've made the central hinge of the system. We have 3 universal joints right there for the 3 different functions that will probably be on opposite sides of the final build. We have a lot of connection points at the sides, right there and there, and we have some pins with ball joints on top. We also have one more axle on top, and with that, bag 1 is finished. Alright. See, then we can set up the time lapse once more, and we can, first I will show you what we've made. So we have the central hinge right here, the universal joints in the middle, 1, 2 and 3, a lot of connection points on the sides, and now we can continue with bag number 2. So let's see. There we go. And now bag number 2. There we go. Alright, we start by adding a 5 long beam on the side, and we need 2 more pins. That's one. And one yellow pin. Let's see, there it is. Then we need a yellow axle spacer on top. There we go. And this one goes on the side right there. Then we have two gears on the side. That's one. And on the other side we need another one. Oh, there we go. That's two. And those are in place. Alright, then we need two green gears and two beige pins. That's one, that's number two. There we go. 1, 2. And these connect to the side. Oh, I forgot one yellow beam on the side, so let's see, one there. A yellow axle spacer and another yellow pin on the bottom. There we go. This one goes on the side right there, and then we can add the green gear. Alright, then we need two 7 long beams and another piece right there, a pin. Then we connect a second 7 long beam, two blue pins on the side, one smaller pin on top, 1, 2, there we go, and two 7 long modified beams on the side. And let's see, that's one and that's number two. Okay, then we add two more blue pins, 1, 2, and two more yellow beams modified on the side, 1 and 2. Then we have two more smaller pins, 1, 2, and two gears, one in beige, one in blue. There we go. And this one goes through the frame, connects there. Okay, then we can add this assembly to the rest. Let's see, that one goes through there. Alright, there and there, and now this one is in place. Okay, then we have to add 3 more gears in the front. Let's see, that's 1, that's number 2, there we go, and one on the other end, and that's number 3. Okay, those are connected. Then we need 2 more beige axles, 2 more beige gears, and 2 more blue gears, smaller blue gears. There we go. These go in the top. There we go, that's number 1. And that's number 2 in place. Alright. Yes. Then we start on with a frame piece. We have 1, 2 pins. There we go. 2 pins on the side, 1, 2, and 2 more blue pins on top, 1, 2, 3, and number 4. There we go. Okay, and we have another. Oh no! Now we get a there we go, a differential. And this is one of the newer ones, the stronger variant, and you need to be careful because this one uses 5 gears. So you first have one at the bottom, 3 at the side, and don't forget the one on top. Then hold the one on top in place and try to spin it. If every gear spins freely, then it's good, and then you can put on the big gear on top. Why it's important to check if everything is working right is because once this bigger gear is on top, it's very difficult to separate the two halves to fix anything that's wrong inside. So you should always check if everything is working properly. Then we get 2 6 long axles on the side. That's one and that's number 2. Okay. And then 4 more axle spacers. Hi, welcome to the stream. I am now working on bag number 2 of this set. And we are now working on the differential. This one goes on the side here. There we go. Then we add 2 more beams and 2 more pins. That's number 1. Come on, there we go. This one goes on the side. And another one, this one goes on the other side. And then we can push the blue pins to hold everything in place. Okay. Then we have another gear, a 3 long axle and a axle spacer. There we go. And with that we have a gear connected to the differential. Then we attach 2 more beams on top. That's 1 and that's number 2. And 2 more pins on top. 1 and 2. There we go. Then we have 2 smaller beams. They go also on top. And then some curved yellow parts. That's 1 and a red pin. There we go. And another one. Let's see, there it is. And a red axle on the bottom. There we go. Then we need a 5 long beam. There we go. And now we can connect this to the main assembly. Let's see, we have some pins to line up and a axle with axle connector on the bottom. Alright, that's all connected. And with that the differential is in place. As you can see here we have a gear connected to the differential. This one is connected to a red axle spacer. And that one goes to the black axle at the other end. So when I turn the black axle you can see that the differential will also spin. Okay. And then we add another part of the frame on the bottom. We start by adding 2 blue pins, 1 and 2. There we go. Then 2 more yellow parts, 1 and 2. There we go. And then we have 2 red pins, 1 and 2. Okay. Then we can connect these two to the frame. Let's see, they go there. Okay. And we can push the red pins in to lock everything in place. Then we have a yellow 7 long modified beam, and this one goes on the side right there. And now we add one more on the other end, opposite side, and there we go. Then we start on the second differential. There, 1, 2, 3, and one on top. First check if everything is turning right, yes. And then we can attach the bigger gear on top. There we go. Then we have another frame piece, 2 more 6 long axles to connect the differential. Yes. Then we add 2 axle spacers on both ends. That's 1. Now for number 2. 1, 2. There we go. And then we attach another gear to the differential right there. Alright. Then we get another yellow part, a yellow axle, 3 long. There we go. A blue gear on the side, right there. And 2 more blue pins, 1, 2. And 2 on the other end, 1, 2. Alright. Then we need some light gray pins right there, and we push the blue pins in to lock it in place. Same on the other side. There we go. That's 1. That's number 2. Then we have some more parts on top. There we go. That's 1. And there we go. Then we have 2 red pins. 1, 2. And 2 interesting pieces. We use some black pieces here on the side, and most of the time they are used in something in transparent orange for some kind of light on a truck or something, but here they are used for a different purpose. I don't know what the purpose is yet, but we will find out soon enough. Okay, then we turn the main assembly around. We add the gear in the frame and we attach it to the main assembly. There we go. Let's see. Then we need 2 red axle spacers. 1, 2. There we go. And a 3 long yellow axle. And that one goes underneath the modified L-beam. Okay. 1 and 2 blue pins, a frame piece, and a 6 long axle. There we go. And this one goes there. Okay. There we go. Okay. For the past few streams I've put the camera with which I am filming the live stream on automatic mode, but sometimes it does some weird things with the colors of the stream, so maybe I should look at it and try to set it to a fixed setting, but I don't know if that will work properly, so I will have to check that out after the stream, and when I have time because I don't think I have time for that today, but maybe something to look at in the future. There we go. Oh, forgot some pins on the side. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then another frame piece. Some more pins. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. And 1, 2 blue pins. There we go. Frame piece, and this one connects on the other side. There we go. Yes, that one is connected. Alright. Then we use another pin with a smaller black axle right there. And then a half beam. There we go. On the side. And that one is connected. Okay. With that, bag 2 is finished. So in this bag we've extended the 2 halves we had before on both sides. We've added 2 differentials right there and right there. And we have a blue gear on the side that's connected to both differentials. So you will see when I turn the blue gear, both differentials start to turn. And you can see the universal joint in the middle also turn because that one connects the 2 differentials together. We have a gear system on one end that connects 2 gears on top right here, and 1 gear in the middle. And you can see that when we turn the gear in the middle, the top universal joint turns, and when we turn the gear system, the middle universal joint turns. Now for the other camera. So in bag number 2 we've extended the 2 halves of the frame. On one end we only have the universal. If you look at the bottom you can see that we have some differentials. They are both linked together, and we have a blue gear that's linked to both. So you can see when I turn the blue gear, both differentials start to turn, and the universal joint in the middle also starts to turn, because that one links the 2 differentials together. We have 2 more universal joints. On one end we made a gear system. This one links the 2 gears on top together, so when we turn one, the other one also turns. And you can see that the middle universal joint also starts to turn, and this one transfers the motion to a axle connector in the middle. And lastly we have a gear on top right there, and this one is connected to the top universal joint and to a axle connector on top. And with that, bag 2 is finished. Okay, then we can set up the time lapse once more. There we go. So now we can start with bag number 3. There we go. There. one right there. Okay. There we go. Okay, and now we can start building bag number 3. We start with some half beams. One in yellow and a blue pin. And then another half beam in black. And this one connects to the top of the central frame. Then we have 2 more half beams, one yellow, one black, and this one connects on the other end. There we go. Then we have 2 more half beams, and these connect to these sides as well with a blue pin. That's number 1. And one more on the other end. And there it is. And there we go. That one is connected. Then we add 2 more parts on the on one side of the frame. Let's see. There we go. That's 1. That's 2. And 2 modified beams, 11 long, 1 and 2. There we go. Turn that one upside down. And we add 2 axles with some parts connecting them. Let's see. There it is. Oh wait, we didn't have to turn it around. Alright. But we add some axles that go through the frame and hold one piece together in place. There we go. Same thing on the opposite side. There we go. Alright. Then we have a axle connector with a 7 long yellow axle. There we go. 2 more pins. I've also planned in another live stream. This one is for Thursday. This Thursday, 28th of August. And in that live stream I will be building the Too Fast Too Furious car. Let's see. I'm also pretty excited for that set, and that's because of the drifting function. I am interested to see how that one will work. And after that stream, the streams will be much further apart, so there will be a longer time in between the streams, and that's because on Monday next week I start with school again, so I won't have as much time for the live streams as I had in the vacation. But I will be doing, I will at least try to do as much live streams as possible, so for most sets I buy I will do a live stream. It will be a little bit of time before I buy some more sets. It will probably be the end of next month before I buy some more sets. So the next live stream after the one on Thursday, of course, live stream after that will be probably in the end of September or even the beginning of October. But I will of course make a post about it with some more information when the time comes. In the meantime, I will still be posting normal videos. I will try to make them once every 2 weeks. I'm still I also need to do my homework, so that's why I only make one video every 2 weeks. But the week in between I will probably make another video, but that one will be about the time lapses that I make about the building process. And that's because the time lapses don't take as much editing as the normal videos, so those will be in the weeks between the normal videos. There we go. One, two, another 90-degree axle, and 2 more axle connectors. That's 1, and 1 more. That's 2. Then we have 2 red pins. 1, 2. There we go. Now we make the motors of this set, and this vehicle in real life is of course electric, so the motors in this set won't have any pistons like we see normally. This time we have cylinders, and these are supposed to represent the electrical motors that are in the real life vehicle. That's pretty interesting. And I like the idea. Let's see. But I do understand that some people think it's a little bit less exciting than seeing the pistons go up and down. Let's see, we need those. Connector. There we go. And we can attach this one to the frame, like there. Okay. And let's see. Another one. 1, 2. There we go. Okay. This one, there we go. And 2 more. 1, 2. 1, 2. There we go. Interesting color. So we have some green connectors right there, and those will be for the steering. And I haven't seen them in that color before. And let's see. Now we start on a separate assembly. We use some number 4 axle connectors. There we go. Some red axles, 1, 2. Okay. And then we have some half beams. That's 1. And that's number 2. Then a 3 long yellow axle. And this one connects to the red axles of the axle connectors. Then we have a axle spacer. There we go. That part right there. And another axle spacer. There we go. Let's see. Then we need this part. There we go. 2 more smaller beams. 1, 2. A axle with a pinhole in it. There we go. Then we can connect this in the middle. right there. Okay. Yes. Then we have two half beams on the side, one and number two. There we go. Okay, that one is connected. And two more angled axle connectors, number 4. There we go. Those are connected and can go on the side there. Okay. Then we get some half beams. That's one. And another one in yellow. There we go. A pin. There. Another one of those. And one more. There we go. Then another half beam. There. A blue pin and another half beam. There we go. Let's see, this part goes there. Alright, then we have a pin and a red pin right there. And we can connect this assembly to the side. Then we start the same assembly again with a half beam and a blue pin, a smaller half beam, another part, there we go, a red pin and a normal pin. Then we have a yellow pin, there we go. One more L-shaped half beam and another axle. One more. Let's see. There we go. And another one on top. There. A half beam. And let's see. Yes, this one can connect to the other half. There we go. Alright. There we go. Okay, then we have two blue pins and two more yellow axle spacers. There we go. One there and one over there. Okay. Then we have a panel with two parts on the side. 1, 2. And this one goes on top. There we go. Then as you can see, this part connects on top. There we go. Then we have a smaller L-shaped beam. This one goes on that side. Okay. And we have a blue pin right there. There it is. Okay. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm now working on bag number 3. And we have another L-shaped beam. And that one goes on the other end. There we go. Okay. Then we have a yellow pin with axle in the middle and a blue gear on the side. And we have some more pieces. With that, bag 3 is finished. So we have given the frame some more height. We have added the electric engines right here. They are not yet connected to the differentials, but you can see when I turn the blue gear on the side, they turn. We also have the white pin on top right there, that's connected to the blue gear, and that one connects to the steering. So when I turn that axle, the set steers. And if you look very closely in the middle right there, you can see some green pieces that move to make the steering possible. It's a very dense build, and we still have a lot of connection points. First I will film another section with the other camera for the video, and after that we can continue with bag number 4. Let's see. So in bag number 3 we have added some more parts to one side of the frame. We given it some more height, and it's a pretty dense build. On the back we have some barrels. These are supposed to represent the engine of the set, and because this vehicle in real life is electric, these are supposed to represent the electric engines. It's not yet connected to the differentials, but when I turn the blue gear on top, you can see them start to spin. We also added this section on top. Here we have a blue gear, and this one is connected to some green pieces in the middle right here. And when we turn the gear, you can see that the green pieces start to move, and they control the other half of the frame for the steering. We also added a section on top right here with the axle connectors, and this will probably be where the cabin of the driver is. And with that, bag number 3 is finished. Okay, then we can set up the time lapse once more. There we go. And now we can continue with bag number 4. There we go. Okay. And this bag can go inside the box. There we go. And in this part we start using one of the unnumbered bag pieces, and that's the tube that's in here. Okay. Alright, then we can continue with bag number 4. We start off with a 9 long beam, and we attach some pins, 1, 2, and some light gray pieces, 1, 2. This one goes on the bottom part, 1, 2. There we go. Alright, that's connected. Then we have a red pin, a light gray axle connector, and let's see, this one goes there, a 90-degree axle, let's see, then we have a connector and a light gray gear. There There we go. Then we have a light gray connector. There we go. And this part can go on here. Okay. Then we start on a separate assembly. We add a beige gear. There we go. A red gear with a 5-long axle and another beige gear. See, there it is. And there we go. Then we have a 2 more axle spacers. That's 1. There we go. And that's number 2. Okay. Then we can continue with the rest. See. Then we get a panel there and a red pin on the side. Yes. Another axle spacer, 1 black, 1 yellow. There we go. Okay. And now we can connect this one to the side. Let's see, right there. Okay. Yes, that one is connected. Okay. And let's see. Then we start with another axle, a gear. There we go. A beige pin, a gear, and a dark gray axle. There we go. Then we have a red gear, a connector, a green connector, and a red axle connector. There we go. Then we have another smaller panel there, another pin. Okay, 2 more yellow pins. That's 1, and that's number 2. 2 more blue pins, 1 and number 2. And now we can connect this to, let's see, under there. Okay, that's some pretty interesting techniques used right there. Alright, that one is in place. Let's see. One there, okay. This part, a pin with axle. There we go. A axle connector. Let's see, this one goes on the side, right there. Yes. And a 90-degree axle. Oh, wait, this one let's do. There we go. Try that one again. First this piece, then this part, and there we go. Alright, then we have a clip. There it is. This one goes sideways right there. And we have the orange tube right here. And this one goes in there, like so. There we go. And that one connects there. Okay. Then we have a 6 long axle, a black piece, a axle, a spacer, another pin. Let's see, a light gray part right there. Okay. Then we have 2 half beams in black. That's one. And let's see. Not that one. There it is. Okay, that's number 2. Another light gray piece of those, a pin, and a axle spacer. There we go. Then we have a yellow axle right there, and 2 more parts, one there and one on the other side. There we go. Okay, and now we can 2 more pins. That's 1, that's 2, and now we can connect this on top. There we go. Then we have a axle connector, a yellow axle, another part, and another axle connector on the other end, a light gray pin, and a red gear. There we go. And this one goes in the middle. And with that we have connected the differentials to the motors. Then we start with a 7 long yellow modified beam. 1 there, a blue pin on the side. There we go. Then a light gray piece and a red pin. Okay. Then we connect that one to the side. Then we have a 3 long beam with a yellow pin on the side as well. And then we have 2 more pins. 1 and let's see, this one goes there. 2. Then we go on the opposite side, another 7 long modified beam, a blue pin and a normal pin. Then we have a blue pin on the side. That's 1 right there. A light gray piece and a red pin. There we go. This one fits right there. Okay. Then we have another smaller beam and a pin. Alright. And let's see, then we have one of those, this part. Yes. And another pin. There we go. And that one connects. Let's see. There. Alright. A yellow pin, 2 more pins, 1, 2, a light gray pin. There we go. And another blue pin. There. Let's see. Then we attach another piece right there. And another pin and a red pin on the other end. Okay. And this one connects there. Okay. Then we start with the first sticker of this set. Sticker number 7. Let's see. Number 7. There we go. Let's see. And there we go. Alright, that one is in place. That's one. And this one goes on the side right there. Okay. Then we get a small panel with 2 blue pins, 2 normal pins, 1, 2, and let's see, 2 yellow parts, 1 and 2. Okay. Then we have 2 red pins, 1 right there and 1 on the other end. There we go. Then we have this part and a 5 long beam. Okay. This one goes there. And we turn the assembly around and we start working on another section. Let's see, there, 1 blue pin, 2 normal pins, 1, 2, a light gray pin, another piece right there, oh, wrong way, there we go. Okay, then we have another red pin and another normal pin. There we go. Okay, then we connect this one to the other side. We have this piece right there. That one is connected, yes. Then we have a 5 long beam. There we go. And another sticker. And this time we have sticker number 6. Sticker number 6, there we go. Okay. And there we go. That's the second sticker in place. Yes, and this one can go on the side. There. Okay. Let's see. This one goes right there. And let's see, with that back, 4 should be finished. But I have 2 more pieces. I see. Oh, there they go. I was just gonna say I have 2 more pieces that I think are not supposed to be extra. And I was right, they go on the back. But now everything should be in place, and with that, back 4 is finished. So now we've added some more parts to this side of the assembly, right here. We have some stickers, and on the bottom we have a angled plate. Now we have connected the differentials right here to the motors, so when I turn the differential you can see some gears on the back start to spin, and a connector on the side, and with that the barrels right here. We've added a gear on the back right there, and with that we can control the gear on the front. You can't see it anymore, but it was pretty interesting how they made the differential connect to the barrels. With that, back 4 is finished. Now with the other camera, let's see. So back 4 is finished. We've attached some more parts to the back. We have a gear here on the back that is connected to one of the gears at the front, right there. We also added the first stickers. There's supposed to be some electrical work, some cables of some kind. On the bottom we also added a panel. This one is angled, right there. And we also connected the barrels to the differential. So now when I turn the differential, you'll be able to see that the barrels will also start to turn. And we have some gears at the back and a connector that connect the two together, right there. It's also pretty interesting how they made the barrels connect to the differential. You can't see it anymore, or at least I don't know if you can see it, but there is a green part in there, and that one has a hole through it and no axle connection, and because of that you can have the barrel spin without the axle going through it spinning as well. Because of that we have an axle that's connected to the function in the front and also the differential on the bottom. So that's pretty interesting. Okay, and with that bag 4 is finished and we can start working on bag number 5. Now to set up the camera again, there we go. Alright, bag number 5. There we go. This one can go inside the box again. And now we can continue with bag number 5. And we start off with some beams on the side. Let's see. There. There we go. One on the opposite side. Oh, there it goes. And there we go. Alright. Then we have 2 smaller beams. One, and let's see. No, there it is. Number 2. And there we go. That's one side. That's 2 sides connected. Okay. Then we have a modified L-beam in yellow. There we go. 2 more pins, 1 and 2, and this one connects on this side. There we go. And let's see, 1, 2, and a smaller black beam right there. There we go. Now we've made one of the mud guards. Then we have a blue pin and a 90-degree axle with a axle spacer and a L-shaped modified beam. It's interesting because the spacer right here sits very loosely on the 90-degree axle, and because of the modified L-beam, the spacer that can't go anywhere. So that's an interesting technique they used. Then you have a blue pin and a normal pin there. And this one connects on the other side. There we go. And let's see. There it is. 2 normal pins, 1, 2, and a 3 long beam. Then we can connect it, and the other mudguard is also in place. Then we use one more smaller panel. There we go, a 7 long beam there, 2 pins, 1, 2, and let's see this part. Okay, a blue pin, a lightweight one, and another piece. There we go, a red pin and a axle connector. Okay, that one is in place. And let's see, we need 2 more pins. That's 1. And same assembly, but this time on the opposite side. A light gray pin, a yellow piece, there we go, red axle, and a axle connector. There we go. 2 more pins, 1, 2, 1, 2, and another part with a red axle. Let's see this part. There we go. And then we need a blue pin, and that one goes on the side. Okay. Then we need a smaller panel, 2 more axles, 1, 2. There we go. Another sticker, sticker number 9. There it is, sticker number 9. Okay. And there we go. Yes. And with that, the sticker is in place. Then we get another smaller panel, a toilet paper piece, and another panel with another sticker, sticker number 12. There it is. And there we go. That one is in place. And let's see, we need 2 pins, one blue, one red pin. Alright. And then we connect a 7 long beam. There we go. And another sticker, sticker number 24. Alright, let's see, sticker number 24. There it is. Okay. Now to connect it. And there we go. That one is in place. Okay. Then we have a 7 long modified beam. One there. Okay. A blue pin. There we go. And let's see that part. And this one connects right there. And then we have 2 more pins. 1, 2. Okay. A pin with axle. There we go. And a L-shaped beam. And another pin. And this connects there. Okay, then we have a bigger L-shaped beam. And there we go. 2 more pins. 1 and 2. And now we can connect this. Let's see. There. There we go. And now this section, let's see, can go on the main assembly. There we go. Turn this around. Another part. There we go. Okay. There. Connect these two, and then we have a blue pin right there. Okay. Another smaller panel. Another toilet paper panel. Let's see, there it is. And one more panel. Okay. Then we get sticker number 8. Sticker number 8. There we go. And now we can put that one on. Let's see. Right there. There we go. There. And then another sticker, sticker number 10. And this one goes right there. And there we go. That one is in place. Yes. Okay, then we get two more pins, one blue pin, one red pin, another panel, a 7 long beam, there we go, and then we need sticker number 23, there it is. There we go. Okay, that one is in place. Okay, there we go. And let's see, then we get a 7 long modified beam, another one of those, and this one goes there, then a bash pin right there, then we get another L-shaped beam, there we go, and another pin there. Okay, that one is connected. Then we need some more pins, 1 and 2, there we go, and another L-shaped beam there. Okay, 2 more pins, 1, 2, and that should be everything. Okay, now to connect this, let's see, right there, and one part there. Alright, that should be everything connected and in place. And with that, bag 5 is finished. So in this bag we added a cover right here for the cylinders, and we've added some parts to the top right there. That's everything we did in this bag, so this one wasn't as interesting. Let's see. Okay, I missed one blue pin, and that one needs to go right there. Oh, there goes a piece. There we go. Okay. So now for the other camera. There we go. In bag number 5 we added some parts to the top right here for the cabin. We also added some more panels with stickers on the side. We added the mud guards right here. Did that on both sides. And now this part right there can lift up to reveal the cylinders right there. So with that, bag 5 is finished, and we can continue with bag number 6. Okay, That was a quick bag, so now we can continue with bag number 6. Okay. For the camera, here we have the mud guards and we have the panel with stickers. This one can open up to reveal the cylinders. And that's everything we did in bag number 5. So now we can continue with bag number 6. I can already see a lot of system parts. There we go. One goes right there. And then we start with a half beam and 2 5 long axles. 1, 2. This part right there. A axle spacer. Then we have 2 more axle spacers. 1, 2. Okay. Another half beam. 1 more with 2 more axle spacers. 1, 2. Another half beam right there. And let's see. Oh. A 90-degree axle connector there. Another axle connector, and then we can attach these parts. Then we need another pin. There we go. And let's see. 1 more pin. And now we can connect this part to here. There we go. Then we attach 2 more clips. Oh, 3 more clips. There we go. That's 1. Okay. Then 2 more clips. Let's see. There they are. That's 1, and there's 2. Okay, that's connected. Yes. Then we get some orange pieces and a shovel. There we go. And the shovel, that one goes there. Alright, that's in place. Then we get a smaller panel. Let's see, that one. And another axle, there it is. A axle connector. A red pin. A axle connector. There we go. Red axle and another axle connector. Let's see, that one. Okay, and now we can connect this one there. Okay. Then we need another orange part with some 5 long axles. 1, 2. There we go. Another axle spacer. That one there. 2 more axle spacer. That's 1. And 1 more. That's 2. There we go. Then we have a pin and a half beam. Let's see, a half beam. There we go. Another axle spacer. 1 more half beam. Let's see. There it is. And another blue pin. Axle connector. And there we go. Okay. Then we need another pin. And we can connect this one to the side, right? Let's see, there. Alright, that one is connected. Then we have another orange part. And this one connects to the side, right there. Okay. Then we get some system parts. And let's see. 1, 2. 1 there. Another light gray piece. Let's see. There it is. We also have a bottle. And there it is. 1, 2. There we go. Two of those. 1, 2. There we go. And then we get some parts to control the bucket wheel loader. Let's see. There it is. The controls, then the handles for the controls. And there it is. And there we go. Yes. Then we have 2 more clips. That's 1. And let's see number 2. There it is. Then we need 2 more parts. That's 1. Okay, and 1 more. Let's see. There it is. Okay, that one is connected. And now we can connect the driver's seat to the rest. Like so. Let's see. There we go. Nope. It's not in the middle. There it is. Now it's in the middle. Okay. Then we have the steering wheel. There it is. Okay, then we have another red pin, a axle connector, There we go. A red axle and another axle connector. There we go. Then we get a 8 long axle, another part, and let's see that part right there. We push the axle through, and we have 2 more pins, 1, 2. Then we have 2 more parts on the side, 1, 2. 2 more pins, 1, 2. Some half beams, that's 1, and that's 2. 2 Technic parts with studs, that's 1, and another 1, and then we add some 1x1 tiles. Let's see, some transparent 1x1 tiles, and then we have some more half beams. That's 1, and that's number 2. Okay. Then we start with some more system parts. First we get a 1x6 tile, then a 6x6 tile, a red piece. Let's see, 1 there, a clip right there, a 2x4 plate, 1x3 plate, let's see, there it is, a 1x6 tile, and now we can connect this right, let's see, there. Okay. Oh, I am forgetting 2 parts. 1, 2, and so we have a plate with some tiles, and now we can connect this. Let's see, right there. Alright, that one is in place. Then we attach some more parts, 1, 2, 2 more tiles with some studs, 1, 2, and 2 more plates, 1, 2. There we go. Some more system parts, 1, 2. There we go. And let's see, 1, 2. Yes. Some slot plates, 1, 2. There we go. A tile. And 2 more light pieces. Some transparent 1x1 tiles. That's 1, that's 2. It's 3, and 1 more. That's number 4. Alright. Those are in place, and then we need a sticker number 26. Let's see. Sticker number 26. There it is. Okay. And now we can connect this one. Right there. And there we go. That one is in place. Okay. And we can connect this one to the rest of the assembly. There. 1, 2. Okay. Yes. And that one is connected. Then we add some more stickers to the top. Sticker number 4. That's a bigger one. Let's see if we can line it up properly. And there we go. Okay, that one is in place. Now 2 more stickers. Sticker number 3. There it is. And sticker number 5. Let's see, sticker number 3. There it is, sticker number 3. And sticker number 5. There we go. Those stickers are in place. There. And now we can add this roof to the rest of the build. Right. Let's see. There. There we go. Okay. Then we need 4 long axles on the side. That's 1. And there's 2. And then a 8 long axle in the middle. There we go. Then on the opposite side, 2 times a 4 long axle once more. 1, 2. There we go. Let's see, then we have another 4 long axle with a axle spacer right there and a axle connector. There we go. And with that, the steering is in place. Alright, let's see, I think I forgot some parts. Yes, those go okay. So those go in there. Oh. Right there. There we go. That's 1 in place. Now for the other one, we need to take out the bottle. And now we can fit in the second one. There we go. So those are in place. And with that, bag 6 is finished. So now I can film another section with the other camera. And then we can continue with bag number 7. Let's see. So in bag number 6 we've worked on the side. We've added the staircase for the operator right here, orange part, and a shuffle on the side. Nice detail. On the other side we also added a staircase, this time without the shuffle. And we've worked on the cabin for the operator right here. If you look closely you can see a bottle in there, right there. And we have a seat with some controls, right there. A steering wheel, and we also have a opening door on the side. On top we've added a roof with some lights right there, and on the back of the roof we've added a gear, and this one spins the blue gear and is connected to the steering right there. With that, bag number 6 is finished, and now the only thing left, and now we can continue with bag number 7. So now for the time lapse right there, and we can continue with bag number 7. There we go. There. Okay. There we go. And let's see. Here you can see what I meant in the beginning of the stream. Here we have the same piece, but this time in transparent orange for a light. And here it was used underneath to keep the wheels from moving too much. See, then we attach the light. It's a little bit close to the steering knob, so it will be a little bit in the way when you try to steer, but I will probably display the set most of the time, so I don't really mind it. Now we are making the side view mirrors, and let's see, what do we need? That piece there. Okay. There we go. Then we need sticker number 20. There we go. And that one is in place. That's one. Now for the second one. Let's see. Another one of those. Another part and another one of those. Alright. Another time sticker number 20. There we go. Okay. And that one is in place. There we go. Okay. This one connects to the opposite side. And let's see. 1, 2. Those sides. There we go. 1, 2, and with that the mudguards at the back are complete. There we go. Then we turn our attention to the back and we add some axles, and let's see, one of those right there. Okay, and another one on the other end. There we go. Okay. Then we get two L-shaped beams, both in with a red pin. That is number 1. There we go. And another one. There we go. Okay, and let's see. Then we need a 11 long beam. There we go. 2 half beams. 1, 2. One, and there's 2. A red pin. There. Okay. 1, 2, 3. There we go. A toilet paper panel. And we have sticker number 17. Number 17, there we go. There we go. Okay, that's connected. And now sticker number 14. This one. Okay. And there we go. Okay. Then we can attach this one. Let's see. Right there. Okay. Then we get a 11 long yellow beam. 2 more pins. 1, 2. And 2 more. 1 light gray pin. And then another sticker, sticker number 1. Okay. There we go. There we go. That one is in place. And now we can add this part to the bottom. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Then we start on another assembly. with some half beams, 1, 2, a blue pin, there we go, that part there, okay, a 7 long yellow axle, yes, and let's see this part, okay, then we have a axle spacer, 2 more half beams, that's 1 and that's number 2, a blue pin right there, another smaller beam, and let's see that part right there, okay, and then let's see 2 more pins, 1, 2, there we go, and on the bottom we have 2 more pins, 1, 2 axle spacers, and then we need 2 blue pins. So let's see, 1 there and 1 on the opposite side there, and then 2 blue pins, that's 1, there goes 2, and this section fits on the back right there. Alright, then we need another axle spacer of axle connector with a gear on top, and this one goes on the back. Alright, let's see, then we get some smaller panels, 1, 2, 3, there we go. Alright, that's connected. 2 more, 1, 2, and 2 blue pins, 1, 2, then we have another sticker number 11, there we go. There we go. Oh, careful. That one is in place. Alright. And another sticker number 11. There we go. And one more sticker 11. There we go. And that one is in place too. Okay. Then we need 2 times a 90-degree axle. 1, 2. A red pin and a L-shaped beam. There we go. Then we have 2 more stickers. Sticker number 13. There it is. Okay. And there we go. That one is connected. And then we have sticker number 15, that one. Let's see, this one goes here. And there we go. That one is also connected. Now we can connect this part there. Okay. And now the same thing for the opposite side. Another panel. Okay. 2 more stickers. Sticker number 13. That's one. There we go. Alright, that one is on there. And now sticker number 18. That one. There we go. Okay, those are both connected. And let's see, this assembly goes at the back. Like so. That's one. And that's two. Okay. Then we start on another separate assembly. 1, 2 smaller panels, a toilet paper panel. There we go. A red pin. A blue pin. Another part right there. A red axle. Another smaller beam. There we go. A red pin. And another pin on top. There we go. Then this one goes on the side. There. Same thing on the opposite side. Let's see. Red bit. And there we go, yes. Another toilet paper piece. There we go. A red pin. A blue pin. There. And let's see. This one goes there. Then we have a red axle. A light gray part. Okay. Then a red pin and a black pin. And this one connects to the opposite side. There we go. Okay. Yes. That's all connected. Yes. Let's see. Then we have another blue pin. A other pin. One more pin there. And this one goes right here. Okay. That's connected. another one on the other side, another pin, and one more. And let's see. Okay, that one is connected. Then we get another panel, axle spacer, and another part. Two more stickers, sticker number 19. Let's see, 19, there it is. Sticker number 19. There it is. And sticker number 5. There. There we go. This one on the side, right there. Yes. And one more smaller panel, a yellow axle spacer, and two more stickers. Sticker number 21. This one. There we go. There. Okay. That one is connected. And sticker number 2. There it is. We only have 4 more stickers to go after this one. There it is. Okay. This one goes on the opposite side. And then we have 2 more panels that go there. 1, 2. And with that, bag number 7 is finished. So in bag number 7 we finished the back side. We've added some more panels, some stickers, and we've added the last of the gears. So now we have 2 gears at the back, one for the and one on top, one for the steering, one to control this gear right there, and one to control the gears on the outsides. Now for the other camera. Let's see. In bag 7 we finished the back side. Let's see right here. We have a small toilet paper panel that can open up at the back and reveals a hole. This one is for the charging because it's an electric vehicle. On the side we have a panel that can open up to reveal some electrical work. We have this one on both sides. There. 1, 2. There we go. And we added some more panels on the side and on the back to finish the back portion of this set. We also have the 2 knobs right here, one on top. The one on top is of course for the steering. The first gear is for the middle gear in the front. And the other one is for the outer gears in the front. Okay, and with that, bag number 7 is finished. And we can continue with the last bag. Alright, bag number 8. There we go. We have 3 linear actuators right here. There. Okay. In this bag we will also be using the last pieces from the unnumbered bag, and those are the rims. And now all bags are opened, and this can go inside the box. There we go. Alright, we start with 2 blue pins and 1 frame part. There we go. Okay, then we have 2 more pins, 1, 2, a smaller beam, there we go, a 5 long axle with a axle spacer on the other end, there we go. Then we have a half beam in black. There we go. A 9 long beam. Let's see. 2 pins. 1, 2. There we go. Oh, I placed them too close together, so there we go. Now this can get connected, then another pin and another blue pin right there. Alright. There we go. Then we have another axle connector, 1 and 1 on the other end. And that one connects right there. Okay. Then we get another half beam. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. And on the other end, 1. There we go. Then we have 1 more. 1 and 2 more half beams. 1, 2. There we go. And 1 more half beam to connect it all. And there we go. Okay. Then we can attach this one there. There we go. Oh, careful. Then we have another half beam there, and a axle spacer. There we go. Then we have a 5 long axle. There it is. 2, 1, 2. A yellow axle spacer. 2 parts. 1, 2. 2 yellow axle spacers, 2 half beams in yellow, that's 1, and there's number 2. And then we have 2 blue pins, 1 and 1 on the opposite side. There we go. That one is connected. Then we have a red axle. There we go. A linear actuator. There we go. There we go. Another separate assembly. There we go. 2 pins, 1 there, 1 there, and then a 9 long beam. There we go. A blue pin, 2 more pins, 1 and 2. A smaller black beam and another blue pin. There we go. And another normal pin. There. Okay. And that is in place. And that can get connected on the other end. There we go. Okay, that is in place. Then we get another linear actuator. There. A dash gear. Another gear. A 11 long yellow axle and a red axle spacer. There we go. That connects right there. And let's see. Now we link the 2 linear actuators together. Add another gear right there and 1 over here. There we go. Yes. Then we need a black axle spacer. There we go. And another linear actuator on the opposite side. There we go. And another axle spacer and the gear. And the gear on the opposite side. There we go. Yes, that's all in the right place. Then we get a yellow L-shaped beam. 1, 2. Right there. And then we get 2 tiles with stickers. Let's see, sticker number 16. So that's this one, and that goes let's see, right there. There we go. That one is in place. Now the opposite side. Another one. And there we go. Those are in place. Yes. And let's see. This part goes like that. Yes. We turn it around and we can attach it to the rest of the build. Let's see, it goes there. Okay, that's in place. Then we add another L-shaped beam with some pins. 1, 2, there we go. And those go there. Okay, that one is in place. Now for the opposite side, another L-shaped beam with 2 more pins. 1, 2. There we go. Yes. Alright, that one is in place. Another L-shaped beam. And this one also has 2 pins. 1, 2. And there we go. Alright, those are connected. Then we add 2 more mud guards. One on the opposite side. There we go. Then we have a pistol piece connected to a red piece to create some kind of spray or a fire extinguisher. And this one goes on the side of the mudguard. There we go. Then we add 2 lights. There we go. 1, 2 pins. A 1x2 plate. And 2 transparent pieces for the lights. That's 1. And that's 2. Okay, that one connects right there. One on the other side. Let's see. 1, 2. There we go. Another transparent piece. That's 1. And that's 2. Okay, they are connected. And there we go. Now we start adding the tires. So let's see, we use the rims. And that's number 1. That's number 2. Now the other end. There we go. That's 1. And that's number 2. There we go. Okay, they are connected. Then we start with the bucket with 2 stickers. Sticker number 23 2, and that one goes, let's see, on the side right here. There we go. Alright, that one is connected. Now the last sticker, sticker number 25, and then all the stickers are on there. There we go. That's sticker number 25. And with that, all stickers are on the set. Okay, let's see. Then we start to attach the buckets. First we have a 8 long axle. This one goes in there. Yes, and then we have a axle connector to hold it in place. There we go. And let's see, then we need a 8 long yes, let's extend the linear actuators a little bit. There we go. Then we attach the second part. I can see why it's not working. It's because it's the wrong way around. Alright. Let's go and fix that. One section. Oh, there goes a piece. There it is. Okay. Yes, there we go. That's the first section finished. And let's see, where did the other pieces go? There's one. Now we need to fit everything back together. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Now to push this axle through. Oh, that one is not in place properly. There we go. Okay. Now this axle, and then everything should be in the right spot. There we go. Yes. Now we can connect this one. Let's see. There we go. The axle connector. There. Okay. Now that's in place, and with that the set is finished. Alright. This camera can close. Let's see. Everything is okay. This can go on the side. This camera can shut down. Okay. There we go. So let's see if we can put this in a more. There it is. Okay, so the set is finished. Here it is. The set does have some simple suspension, but it's not a lot. We have some. We added a spray right here. For the functions of the set, we have 3 knobs on the back. 1, 2, 3. We have 1 knob on top that controls the steering. Right there. We have 2 knobs on the back. 1 for the angle of the bucket. And 1 for the height. As you can see here. The set drives fine. You don't need a lot of force to turn the set. The set also has some opening parts. We have a small charging port at the back, right here. We have the opening back, and if that one is open, you can open the flaps on the sides. Those reveal some electrical work. And on the inside we have the barrels that are supposed to represent some electric motors. And they start to turn when I turn the differentials. You can see right there. Those are all the functions of the set. And with that, the full set is finished. So as I said, I will be doing another live stream this Thursday, the same time, also starting on 10. In that live stream I will be building set 42210, the Too Fast Too Furious car. I have it here behind me. I will just get the box. Here is the set. Let's see. Here's the box, and this one I will be building in this live stream this Thursday. So I hope you enjoyed this live stream, and I hope to see you the next time. With that, I'm gonna close the stream. And have a nice day far, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.